Hey guys, MAUZY here. Welcome back to my casting channel. Today we are continuing with yet another ZVP from the Korean Starcraft League. I believe this is week 12 if I'm not mistaken, but could be wrong. Anyways, we have two juggernauts here, quite cheesy players if I have to say myself. And yeah, let's not waste any more time. Let's just present our players. Spawning in the bottom right side as our red Zerg. We are looking at the main hatchery of Dark. And his opponent, as the blue Protoss, we have none other than Classic. Okay, so once again, shout out to CHICKENMAN, DAVETESTA, and all the boys who are actually just basically making sure that this tournament is going on. This tournament is a reality. Thank you so much for that. Let me actually just close my window because there's going to be a lot of noise. It's like a family stream. Why do we need to be all professional all the time, right? But yeah, in the meantime, we are going to see a Forge opener with a gateway. So Forge after the gate. Oh, look at that! Classic is going to cannon rush this base of Dark, and Dark obviously is not going to be aware of this. Dark went for probably the cheesiest opener on this specific map, no, sorry, not the cheesiest opener, the greediest. Probably that's a better way to say it. And I suppose, yep, there we go. There is the cannon. So this hatchery is going to finish, and there is no way to stop this cannon rush from happening. Classic, even annoying Dark to not have the mental fortitude, the APM to actually do something about this. Ooh, and look at that. Now Dark sees everything, and yeah, he has to do something about this, but it's going to be mighty tough. There's two cannons preparing to take down this wonderful little hatchery and the forward position. Of course, the rich Vespian geyser allows for faster tech, but probably the most important is that catapult type of location units spawn closer. The queen is going to spawn for sure. There's no way to stop that anymore. Now, question is, is the queen in range? I don't think the queen is in range, but on the other side, Classic has no cybercore yet. Full walling is natural is going to be the choice here, but a lot of lings are actually pressuring. And does this cannon rush backfire for Classic? That is the question. We have two queens once again. Where is the second? Oh, the queen through the slow zone off creep is something next level, I believe. Another cybercore goes up there. Oh, and the links go in. Oh, beautiful gateway wall off once again, just walling behind it. The link flood is in full swing. One adept is getting out. Couldn't queue another one, I believe. Now the links are just chilling, waiting for some roaches. There we go. There's 4 ravagers morphing. Those ravagers are going to be extremely important to get rid of those cannons, but most importantly, I don't think Dark is going to waste any time with that. Photon cannon is preparing another photon cannon, and the robo. Okay, so exactly the moment when the cybercore finished, the robo was thrown down. So Classic trying to tech up to something that can deal with these roaches and ravagers, but is this going to be something of a possibility? So far, I'd say no. The shield battery is not done yet, and that means Dark is going to take this game number 1. From the mechanical metropolis of neo-humanity, we hop over to the ruins of ancient cistern, as we have our bottom left player. We are looking at the main hatchery of the winner of last game. It's Dark. And his opponent trying a really nice response. I kind of like the response from him. yeah, let's see if he can do better this game, or is he gonna get out of this series. So far it's gonna be classic. Okay, so Dark leads 1-0, and what is this gonna be? Okay, so there was a hatch block from Classic, kind of like that. So Dark is gonna take a 17 hatch. Obviously, these pro players know already what the correct response is. You take another drone and then just put it down, because by the time this drone arrives, the 300 minerals will be refilled on the resource tab. So yeah. Other than that, we have the same low ground wall as expected from Classics, so no extra cheesy shenanigans coming in. The probe is gonna come in and just try to mirror harass a bit, and try to bump off some of these drones. Beautifully doing it on the side of Classic. It's just something that if you have the right amount of APM, you can spare some APM, then you can just do it at the right time. You know, the drone comes up and just basically, well, it just basically just goes for the minerals, and the probe just harasses or tries to take the minerals and just cancels, repeats, and then all of a sudden the drone is bumped off. It's gonna find a new patch, which is going to be lost mining time, of course. So yeah, quite annoying. And this is an interesting wall. Oh my goodness, like, am I crazy, or Korean Protoss players are struggling to wall on this map pool? I might just be crazy, honestly. This is a 3 hex wall gap. Sorry, this is a 3x3 building wall. Sorry, gap, not a 4 hex gap, right? Anyways, let's see. Okay, third hatchery is gonna be taken. This is a bit later than I expected. Usually I expected at like 220, like cutting a few workers, I believe, and then just taking it earlier, just to have it up a bit faster, in order to have your bases linked and everything. So by the time you saturate the mineral line on the third, or the natural, so to speak, and then you can just saturate your third hatchery's mineral line as well. Okay, Oracle is going to be the unit of choice from that Stargate that we saw earlier on appear on the production tab. And of course, link speed is going to finish. Actually, finishes a couple seconds faster. Maybe Dark pulled into gas. Am I crazy to assume that? Okay. We're not questioning these walls, all right? These are professional players. They know what they're doing, right? Right? On the real, honestly, like I've seen heroes struggle with it as well. It's quite hilarious. Best Protoss in the world, arguably, and I don't want to be extremely cocky, but I feel like I can do as good of a wall as he does. Of course, he doesn't excel at walling, but he excels at pretty much everything else. Second Oracle will be forced to defend at home. There's a couple of links are still moving across the map, so Dark is determined to actually cancel this this third hatchery, third nexus, I believe. Two queens are going to chase away this Oracle, though. So far so good for Dark, though 9 links went down, forced the second Oracle to stay at home. The first Oracle couldn't actually achieve too much on the other side of the map, so that is once again a successful opener on the side of Dark, I would say. Alright, spores are on the way, not quite done. Actually, it's only not done in the third base, the natural, that was taken a bit later. Obviously there's barely any drones there, so I guess, I don't know, I still think you should take it for extra chip damage. Alright, there's 4 adepts here, and Twilight Council is on the way. Will we see glaives? That is my question. No, it's gonna be blink and +1, so quite the standard opener, I would say, nowadays. Blink is obviously a lot more popular than it was back in the day. Ooh, one of the oracles is going down. That is a big pickup for Dark, actually. Just weakens the map presence of Classic. But yeah, 4 drones have went down and 12 lings went down. These adepts are dealing really, really nicely. There's 8 adepts here. And might tell the story that this is going to be glaives. Remember that glaives after the Stargate is not that uncommon. At least I feel like it's not. Dark is going for a 4th hatchery, which you're already going to place there. Classic is going to scout that. And probably that's going to be the point of interest for Classic when he moves out with those Blink Stalkers. Oh my god, hold on a second. We canceled Blink. He canceled Blink and went for... Was that a mistake? Is that a mistake? He went for Blink by mistake, or is this like a choice? I hope this is a choice, right? This has to be. Ooh, Oracle is gonna go down, and now actually, oh my goodness, that's 19 adepts. Are you crazy, Classic? What is this? 55, 58 probes, not even 3 base saturation, and you go for 24 adepts. How many gateways? 6 gateways. Okay, so this is going to be a really short game. Dark is not ready for this. Hydras are not going to be the answer, Mr. Dark. There is no Bailing Nest, there is no Roach Warren, and oh my goodness, the Shade on top of everything just gets rid of it. A simple A move is going to do everything. Shades into the main. Do we have a Warpism? No Warpism yet, but 6 attempts are warping in at some location. And look at that, a couple of adepts are actually moving towards that 3rd base and beautifully splitting the army of Classic. Beautifully done. Now everything groups up and catches all the drones in transition. WW aka GG is the call. Classic forces the decider game. Alright, down to this one last game. Once again, in the top left, we have our Red Zerd Dark. And his opponent in the bottom right side of Babylon, we have the Blue Protoss. Putting up a great build over there. It's Classic. Alright. This is quite a question mark to me. Am I crazy? No. It might be crazy though. Oh, we have a... Ooh, we actually have a hatch block. Beautifully done there by Classic. Just barely in time. I believe this was a balance scout, but I'm not sure. Could be wrong. Ooh, oh, this is... Wait. Hold on a second. Classic doesn't know. I don't think Classic knows. Classic doesn't know about that 3rd hatchery. 3rd location hatchery. He might think that this is something really aggressive. He might think that this is something really aggressive. Sees no spawning pool. Sees the gas being at the standard time. And yeah, he's going to check for that 3rd base, right? He has to. I mean, that's going to be the choice, yeah. And he's going to just set the panic off. Panic away. Just chase the panic button away from his desk. It's like, I don't need you. You don't need to panic. I got this. He's not doing anything crazy. He excels at being crazy, and yeah. Actually, Classic excels at being crazy as well, so I don't know what I'm talking about here, guys. But anyways, I believe based off of this pylon, we could definitely see a Stargate, right? I mean, it's not that bad on this map either. It's a short map. Actually, you know what? I'm hoping for glaives. I'm hoping for glaives. Like that nicely committed glaive at that push. Let's see. Okay. Oh, Stargate. Okay. Technically could be glaives, just like last time. the 6-gate Glaive Adept push after that double Oracle opener. After Dark committed like, I don't know, 20 something Zerglings to deny Classic's third base. See, this is a more normal wall, I would say. This is technically a solid wall, so yeah, I don't know. Ancient Cistern features a lot of bad walls, as well as Royal Blood, which is funny because Royal Blood is well, Royal Blood, let me just put it this way. Royal Blood is the only map where you can wall off, obviously, with 2 buildings. You can do that on Neo Humanity as well, but you actually need to be aware how you place your stuff, because there could be a small gap on either side. So it's important to be careful. Ooh, that's a lot of Zerglings actually. That's still 6 Zerglings. Ooh, this Adept is gonna go down. No chance for it to survive. But the Oracle is on the way and it's gonna stay at home. The interesting thing is Classic is not going for a third base. Oh, now he's going for the third base. I guess he's trying to just chase away the links first. I mean, he needs to put down a pylon as well as a bit of cover there, just to reduce the surface area on those Adepts. Especially when the shield battery is gonna be placed down, there's going to be like a single gap. Okay, Zerglings are going to start harassing this third location, as double Oracle is going to move across the map, and this time it's going to be like 2 full energy wall, 2 energy spared Oracles. No energy has been used. One of them has less energy because it's a fresh Oracle. Let's see, 4, 5, okay, 6. That's 6 drones so far. I like that. Beautifully done there by Classic. That's nice damage. I wouldn't say that's massive, but like 5 drones early on is like, okay, has to make 5 more drones. The first push is gonna be a tad bit weaker, I guess. Okay, Zorgles are going to make it so it's easier to chase down those links. And this is interesting. There's 2 Stalkers, 4 Adepts on the map. And look at that, we have Roach Speed coming up and a Spire. Roach Muta? Roach Corruptor? Roach Ravager Corruptor? No, wait, no. Corruptors would make no sense, right? Unless you like want to go full meme and just go Mass Corruptor peeing on your opponent's base. No, I don't think it's gonna be the case. Ooh. Classic doesn't manage to scout the Spire. The Spire is actually in a really decent spot. Hard to get to, and yeah, it's basically difficult to scout in my opinion. There is 2 Oracles, and I'm curious what the Spire will feature. What unit will allow Dark to try and kill Classic in this game number 3. Probably Muta is the most likely thing, right? Though I don't think it's actually that good of a choice. There are Stalkers and Blink is on the way. Question is, does Dark know? Is Dark assuming another Glaive Adept push? Okay, 5 Mutas on the way. And there's 8 Roaches as well, so the Grand Army of Dark is not going to be anything to scoff at. Okay, spots the Spire. That is actually crazy good. He's gonna be aware of it, so he should put down cannons maybe in the mineral line just to be safe. Maybe shield there is a shield battery in every base, I believe. Okay, pylon goes down at that location. There should be space here to produce a cannon, warp in a cannon there. Obviously this is also like a low MMR thing to put cannons in your mineral lines. If you are really good, you can just warp in and intercept it. But there is a Stargate as well, so that's also what I don't understand properly. Like, you could just go for Phoenixes at this point, which Classic is doing right now. But there's a bit of chip damage over here. 4 probes have went down, so it's only 2 probes short from Classic's harassment so far. Obviously, one Oracle remains that is quite exposed. Oracles do not attack air, but Phoenixes do. Phoenixes don't attack ground, but at this moment they don't have to attack ground. Also, they are going to be useful after the mutas are gone as well, because Phoenixes can lift, I'd say, everything except for ultras in the Zerg army, right? Like everything but ultras. Just like they cannot lift Colossi, they cannot lift Thors. I think that's pretty much it, right? That's all of it. Okay, the Muta clump is actually in full swing, getting into the main base. Let's see, is there a shield battery here? No shield battery. Oh, there is a shield battery technically, but it's in a weird position. But the Phoenixes and the Mutas, the Stalkers are going to be more than enough to fight this off. A couple of Mutas go down, and actually down to the two last Mutas. One Muta is actually just trying to do something here. Hydras are going to be the next tech of choice. Dark is exploring every single tech path in this game, number 3s. He's switching left, right, and center, going from the Roach Warren to the Muta, to the Spire, into the Hydra then. Yeah. It's quite interesting. We have road speed, we have group spies on the way, as well as +1 missile attack. But now the push from Classic comes in, and that is a 84 army supply to the 120, close to 120 army supply of Dark. Question is this going to be enough? Classic has a lot of Stalkers. Stalkers are not the worst against Hydras, but are really inefficient, I would say. Like, they don't do bonus damage to them. But looks like Classic can just out-blink micro this. He's actually not even upping workers. Like, I have no idea what's happening here. Oh, there is... Nothing goes caught in the stasis trap, but there is a couple of lifts here from the Phoenixes. It's gonna lift a couple of Hydras up, and Classic needs to back off. He's not going to end the game right here with this push. Actually, neither player will. Supplies are just dwindling on both sides. Dark still has a bit of supply advantage, but it's actually not for long. Classic blinks forward and loses a couple of Stalkers. I'm not sure if this was worth it. Hell, I'm actually sure that this was not worth it for Classic. I think he traded like 2 or 3 Stalkers for a single Hydra, and even some shields, so maybe even some HP. Even if you trade shields, it's not worth it, because then that unit is technically out of the battlefield. Has to heal or regenerate shields rather. Okay, one more Hydra for free. Starts getting into like a really scrappy game. Like both players are just throwing like a couple units here and there. No additional harassment going on the map, which is at this level I would say it's kind of weird. I wouldn't mind, like, there's no charge, so I guess there's no chance to do anything of a charge lot run by, and the Classic has to warp in Stalkers over here. Oh, blinks over the rocks, and let's see if this is gonna be the correct call. Gets a couple of units without trading anything. Beautifully just microing with the warpism. That single Stalker that was quite in the red will be saved. And we have 2 disruptors. Oh, 4 disruptors in the meantime. Hold on a second. Hold your horses. Okay, Baneling Nest comes down. As I said, Dark is actually getting every single tech path. I'm still waiting on the Hive. Still waiting on the Hive, like Infestation Pit, you know, Hive. Then we go into Greater Spire, Ultra Den. Then we'll have each and every single tech path. Dark can just freely choose. We go up to like 67 minutes, and basically Dark will switch at least 4 more times in terms of tech. He's gonna mass up every single unit once, try to throw it away. There we go, Lurker Den, Infestation Pit, Lurker Den, there we go. We are exploring everything, so all the tech is gonna be available for Dark. Sounds memey, but actually that is the advantage of Zerg. Like, you just get every single tech path, just throw down like, oh, there's only a single Evo chamber, and we have +2 missile attack, and now +1 melee starts, I guess, for the Banelings and the Lings. And I suppose once Infestation Pit is finished, We are going to see Hive. There's the Hive, okay. And probably Adrenal Glands as well. Ooh, Disruptor Shot. The thing is, Dark is on 4 bases, soon to be 5. So, okay, now on 5 bases versus Classic's 4. Classic should take another base, I feel like. Especially since everything is like so specific. Like, okay, they have to fight and everything. Oh, huge Disruptor Shots. Actually cleaning up a couple of Hydras. Not that big, but each Disruptor Shot cleans up something. Oh, that's a bigger one. Okay. Oh, but one Disruptor goes down. 2 Disruptors go down. One is getting saved by the Warpism. Beautifully. Oh, pushing forward. That is Classic is trying to just end the game right here and now. I don't think that is the right call here. I feel like you should try to at least transition, because imagine if Lurkers get out. I believe it's gonna be a bit harder for Classic to push through. Of course, Disruptors are going to be really nice, but imagine Hive is finishing. Vipers are going to be on the table, and let's be honest, it's not a diamond game, though it looks like it, to be honest. At some point with like GM, like 6k micro with like 3k decision making are the best games, you know. Like, you can see what your type of games where you just go like, oh, blink disruptor, blink disruptor, blink disruptor, you know, then Lurkers come out and whatnot. You can see how these players are dealing with it. Ooh, beautifully done here by Dark, just splitting his units. Oh, maybe, okay, he loses a couple of Hydras, but these Hydras are closing the gap. Okay, Seismic Spines is on the way, so Lurkers don't have range. Actually, is there any Lurkers left? There's 2 Lurkers left. They are burrowed a bit further back. And it's funny how this side of the map saw all of the action, basically this side of the map, while this one is actually untouched. Like, this area over here is even unscouted. Never scouted. Ooh, double Disruptor Shot. Nicely, beautiful, splitting balls. Not as great of a split of units from Dark. Ooh, one more Disruptor Shot. Beautifully catching a couple more units, and Dark is slowly but surely bleeding out units, and Classic is turning the tables. For the first time, he is actually going up in army supply, I believe, as well as supply. Close the worker gap, so that is completely fine. Still no 5th base. Probably it's gonna come out just now. Ooh, okay, almost getting the Disruptor Shot of a lifetime. Ooh, Lurker. Oh, beautifully sniping it before it can burrow back. There is no adaptive talents, so the burrow is a tad bit slower. But now Dark is actually going for the counterattack. Is this going to be a base trade? That is the question that we are going to see answered in just a couple of seconds. There is no Adrenal Glands either. Are there Vipers? There's no Vipers added. I missed the Vipers, honestly. Against this many Disruptors, there's 13 Disruptors. But Dark is forcing the issue with this base trade. He has a single Lurker here in front. And he's going for the 4th base as well as the 3rd. Question is does he have enough for this base trade? Ooh, double Disruptor Shot will clean up this single Lurker left over here. One more Lurker on the battlefield, joining the counterattack squad for Dark. Is gonna clean up the 3rd hatchery, the 3rd Nexus, sorry. The 4th Nexus is going to get cleaned up, and there's no 5th. But actually, oh, Classic is just pulling everything across the map. Is like, we're committing to this base trade, boys. But there is an infestation pit, and there is an extractor that needs to be cleaned up if he wants to completely go for that base trade. Of course, these players know when they are lost. Sorry, they lost, rather. This hatchery is going to go down, and if this goes down, then Dark is reduced to a 2-base Zerg. Drones are being evacuated. He has enough for 2 more hatcheries. Is it gonna do the contain? Nope. That's going to be the GG called as Classic defeats Dark 2-1 in a really exciting series. I loved it from start to finish. But that's going to be it. Everything good has to come to an end. Sooner or later. So this is the end of our episode. Thank you very much for watching. And yeah, if you enjoyed it, be sure to check out the Korean Starcraft League. I'll have every detail in description. And yeah, if you enjoyed it, don't forget to like, subscribe, share it with your friends. Check out my Twitch channel where I'm trying to get back into streaming at least 2 times a week. And of course, check out CSO ESPORTS, best team in the world. Yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out and cheers.